Even though Mercury retrograde is over, this September still looks like quite a slow, confusing month. So even though it's definitely not anything chaotic or bad, it's definitely not the fastest paced month ahead. And I would use this as a month to kind of like get your head screwed on right and get ready for when things really kick off an eclipse season in October. So if you're excited to hear what the stars have in store for you and the collective this September, make sure that you like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you are always up to date with what the stars have in store for you. If you're new here, hi, I am Maren. I make videos on astrology and I also make music. So if you want to check out any of my astrology offerings or readings or my music, check that out all in the description below. So we started the month on the 2nd with the new moon in Virgo. This is a rather blockage-oriented, slow new moon. Even though new moons are new beginnings, this new moon is opposite Saturn really tightly. It's also opposite Neptune, and it's just not in a good position. Generally, I would say use new moons to manifest. This new moon, I would say see what comes your way and be slow and steady with it. It's not anything that shows like anything dramatic or chaotic happening, but it definitely shows not being really happy or not being able to pursue something directly. So if you try to start something in the beginning of this September, do not be surprised if it's full of hiccups and delays or blockages from even getting off the ground. Then on the 2nd to the 4th, Mars in Gemini is going to square Neptune. Mars is action and aggressive, and in Gemini, it likes to move quickly. It likes to get things done quickly, and it likes to move just rather like just to get it done, get it out, get it done. Neptune is a planet of confusion, delusion, dreams, disorientation. When Mars and Neptune are square, this is a recipe for confusion and inability to take action. You're in your head, you're nervous, you're confused, you are not clear on what the course of action is. I have Mars opposite Neptune natally. It is a bitch aspect. I do not like Mars and Neptune together, just generally because Mars wants to get things done. Neptune is like, oh, let's, transcend and melt into a dream. Mars and Neptune square shows that not only in the beginning month is there this like new moon of blockages, there's also an energy of general confusion and inability to like see directly for the actions that you need to take. So it is quite a slow, confusing energy. To add to that, also on the 4th, Mars is entering Cancer. Mars is in its fall in Cancer, meaning it is the most challenging position for it to be in. Mars is exalted in Capricorn. It does extremely well in the sign of Capricorn, which highlights perseverance and strategy and not being emotional and slowly and steadily like tempering the heat of Mars while also accentuating the direction of Mars. Mars in Cancer for the next, month or whatever the fuck Mars is going to be in Cancer for. I don't know, month, 6 weeks. It's usually around that. It's usually like 4 to 8 weeks. Mars is in a sign, on average 6 about. I'm bad with the math of it, but it's over a month. Mars in Cancer is taking things personally, acting impulsively and out of hurt. It can also be rather passive-aggressive. It is passive-aggressive. That's the way to put it. I was looking for the words. Mars and Libra and Cancer, the signs of its detriment, also Taurus, but I mean, I'd say Cancer is the worst time out of it all. I'm not against anyone with Mars and Cancer whatsoever. It is objectively more difficult for it. It just shows working through things in an indirect way. Mars and Cancer likes to triangulate, kind of look for other perspectives and ask around. Mars in Cancer is the ultimate asking around to see what is wrong instead of asking the person directly, or the ultimate trying to like fix other things because it doesn't want to deal with the issue at hand. Just know that it looks like an indirect kind of energy here. I would be cautious with Mars and Cancer around the indirectness of action for this month, especially Mars squaring Neptune, then moving into Cancer. You're confused and then you're a pussy. Then from the 6th to the 7th, Mercury in Leo is going to square Uranus and Taurus. So even though Mercury is now direct, it's squaring Uranus, which shows chaos, disruption. This shows volatility with words, chaos with communication. It's not bad, but it's just unwanted and it's not long-term. This is short-term. Just the 6th to the 7th, crazy ass verbiage. People saying crazy shit. Then on the 7th to the 8th, the Sun in Virgo is going to be opposite Saturn. Sun opposite Saturn shows that your heart and soul, your ego, what you're invested in, roadblock. Bitch, you thought, no, you didn't. Like, there's a wall up. This generally also shows feeling creatively stifled, feeling like there's a little bit of like a damper on the morale. If it sounds like I'm it's a shitty month so far, it kind of is. It's not horrible though. There's nothing chaotic. It's just kind of like, oh man, that kind of sucks. 14th to the 15th, the middle of the month, Venus is going to trine Jupiter. Thank God. Venus is in Libra. That's the one saving grace for this month, basically. Venus is in its home sign. So Venus rules Taurus and Libra. It's at home in both. Venus in Libra is great for style and looking cute and being aesthetically and socially put together. So even with all this confusion, you're going to be looking damn cute and you're probably going to be getting along well with others. This doesn't show a lot of relationship issues. In fact, from the 14th to the 15th, Venus trine Jupiter shows a connection between the two cute planets. A trine between Venus and Jupiter is some of the best energy ever for feeling optimistic, fulfilled, feeling like you have your head screwed on right, like you're thankful. So middle of the month, 14th to 15th, I like this. And then on the 17th, there's a full moon in Pisces. This is a rather like emotional release energy of releasing something that was a dream so you can be more realistic. I don't hate this full moon. I don't love it. It's conjunct Saturn and Neptune. Saturn shows it's serious. It's a serious letting go. Neptune shows it's a letting go about a dream. So it kind of shows you are like letting go of something that was an unrealistic expectation so that you can get more grounded on what feels good as a dream and a goal. So kind of an emotional letting go. On the 22nd, the sun will then enter Libra. So the sun entering Libra adds a little bit more chill energy to the last week or so. Shows that like there's a lot of nitpicky kind of like bitchy energy first half. By the 22nd with the sun in Libra, it's starting to die down. Actually, I take that back. Actually, 22nd to the 23rd, Venus in Libra is going to square Pluto. Venus square Pluto is manipulation, paranoia, rethinking your motives, rethinking other people's motives, chess games and relationships. So I do take that back. It's going to get better very end of the month. But from the 22nd to the 23rd, when Libra season starts, it is some Libra social triangulation, paranoia stuff. Then on the 23rd, Venus enters Scorpio. Whoopee, Venus in the sign of its antithesis. This is also not that great. Venus in Scorpio is not in its fall. It's not showing like Venus in Virgo, like dead ass, like that's a struggle. It's showing the aesthetic appreciation and the love-oriented appreciation for the darker, more like masochistic things. It's not bad. It's just kind of a little bit uncomfortable or dark. So things get more dark and introverted and less fucking around with the finding out by the end of the month. We end the month then from the 29th to the 30th with Mars in Cancer, yuck, but it will be trine Saturn, showing that your actions, even if they're indirect and they're pissy and they are not the smartest, most honorable actions, you're kind of triangulating and people are triangulating, whatever. Trine Saturn shows maturity. So there's an amount of maturity in getting shit done, even if you're being kind of a pussy about it by the end of the month. So now that I'm looking at it, this is a little bit more of a troublesome month than I recall when I wrote this out. I think I was looking, there's some sextiles that I don't really talk about because sextiles are whoopee, like you barely even fucking notice them aspects. I would say this is a month to like work through the roadblocks because even though planets aren't retrograde right now for the most part, there's quite some like interference issues, the ups. I need to shut up. If you have any thoughts so far, leave me a comment down below how you're feeling. And let's pull a tarot card. The tarot card that we have is the 10 of Wands. I need to check my notes because I'm shit at remembering what tarot means. So 10 of Wands is actually in my notes called the Lord of Oppression. So it's a polar outcome. You either do the thing or you don't. So basically this is like haul ass, final push energy. Basically shows, yeah, you're almost there, bitch, but like you either do it or you don't. So I think that there's shit you're trying to get done this month. There's an incredible amount of roadblocks, but you go for it. You either do it or you don't. Depends. If you enjoyed this, not enjoyed the month, but if you enjoyed this, because I don't know how you're going to enjoy this that much, if you enjoyed this, do let me know in a comment down below. I'd be interested to hear how you're feeling. Thank God my birthday is in August. I'm filming this in August. My birthday is before this month, so I don't have this in my solar return, even though I have Venus in my solar, whatever. Not important for this. I hope you enjoy it. If you have any thoughts, feelings, whatever, let me know down below. Like and subscribe, please. It helps out. And I will see you in the next one. Why did I like clap that? Bye.